Janelle Monae is back at it again with her anti-black male rhetoric and says she only listens to female hip-hop artists because it doesn't contain harmful messages towards women, which we here at Ultimate Black Man Radio think is a bunch of bull. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, this is your boy Gabe. I am back with another video. I know it has been a minute, but I am back, fam, and not gonna be on here too long. And this time we're gonna be discussing feminist extraordinaire Janelle Monae, and of course she made a few tweets on the 4th of July. Now this is not out of the ordinary for Janelle Monae, and for those who have been living under a rock, Janelle Monae is a soul R&B artist. When she first came on, she kind of had the James Brown vibe going. She was so cool when she first came out. I loved her, and she made that song Tightrope. She was doing all the dancing, getting it in. She had the suspenders on, and as she has spent more and more time in the industry, her feminist ways and carpet munching desires have come to the forefront, and she goes on these random weird Twitter rants. She does this again every 3-4 months. She goes on one of these rants, and in each rant she goes on, of course, she degrades black men. Now, Janelle Monae, for all intents and purposes, is considered pansexual, but her latest relationship was with a woman, if I am not mistaken. So, I've told you guys time and again about these chicks and what they are about. But, before getting all that, I want to actually read the tweets she actually made. And it starts off this, and she made this on July 4th, and you can go on her Twitter and go back to July 4th and read these yourself. Of course, others have already covered this, but I want to take my time and actually discuss this. She says, y'all can't wait to call women every B, hoe, discuss violent acts against women, etc. for clout in rap, rock, and throughout music history. Misogyny has never been okay, yet it has become normalized. Women didn't create misogyny, y'all did, so you do the work to abolish it. Women, black women in particular, have been portrayed by the majority of men for far too long. The systems that enable patriarchy and abusers of power are burning. Either bring gasoline or burn with them. And then she goes on to say, I really only ever want to hear women rapping. The amount of misogyny for most men in rap in music is infuriating. We need to abolish that stuff too. Okay, so that's what Miss Janelle thinks here. And of course, again, this is a bunch of garbage. First and foremost, normally I ignore women like Janelle. It's just understood that black feminists have severe mental issues. I have said that time and again on this channel. I have a whole archetype list for brothers that is actually live on the channel. You can go check that out, where the number one woman I said to avoid were feminists, because they do things like this. And just truth be told, family, black feminists are just really jealous of black men, because the ones that are lesbians and carpet munchers like Janelle anyway, they desire to sleep with the same women that the black men are sleeping with. So there's a little bit of jealousy and envy there. But outside of that, there are just so many fallacies involved in this rant. We're just gonna quickly go over them. First and foremost, most black men are not misogynistic. That's right. Most black men are not misogynistic. This is a false narrative that is pushed by white supremacy and lesbian man-hating carpet munchers. These most black men are not misogynistic. In fact, these same women that will call men misogynistic will then turn around and say that most black men are mama's boys. Well, a misogynist isn't gonna be a mama's boy. You gotta choose which route you want to go there, buddy. In any regard, her white handlers in the music industry are the real culprits of misogyny, but you never see them call them out. And that's part of the course. These black feminists and womanists, because womanist is just diet feminist, they never call out white zaddy because, if they were to call them out, they know that white zaddy would pull their card. None of these hyper lesbian feminists, they never call these. They actually go out of their way to avoid calling out white supremacy and white male misogynists at these record labels. And another thing too, I took issue and grievance with is she says that black men can't wait to call women XYZ in their music, and that would never be okay. And that's all fine and well, but I've never seen Janelle give praises and props to rappers such as J. Cole, Lupe Fiasco, Kendrick Lamar. All these three rappers in particular have made it a point to push positive images of black women in their songs and music videos. Absolutely radio silence when Kendrick Lamar is dropping a music video saying, "Hey, I love you in your natural state, even your stretch marks." I don't see Janelle hopping on Twitter praising that. Also, too, outside of that, I knew Janelle the carpet muncher, as I like to call her. I figured she was on some type of acid trip when she stated that she only listens to female rappers to avoid the misogyny and bad imagery of women. The City Girls just dropped a record with Doja Cat called Coochie Talk. And then, for trying to keep it clean in this video, it was called something else, but it's called Coochie Talk. And Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, and I like Meg Thee Stallion, by the way. I think her flow is awesome. But these women, Trina, Nicki Minaj, Lil' Kim, Remy Ma, Eve, they've all made a career of degrading black women and encouraging black women to make poor choices with their vaginas. They encourage them to pop their little coochies and drop their draws for a few dollars for a trick they barely know by name. And I'm not here to belittle these rappers or anything. I'm just simply pointing out the hypocrisy of Janelle's tweets. You're saying that you can't stand and listen to black male rappers anymore because of all the misogyny and negative imagery that they portray. But your peers, your female peers in the rap game actually paint more negative images of other black women than these black rappers do. And again, all these two, I never see Janelle, she's never calling out when these sisters get online and all these rap artists and Instagram models are online fighting each other. Can we be real for a second, family? Black woman's biggest enemy is other black women. Black women fight each other all the time. They call one another bees and hoes and sluts and trash. They always pulling up, fighting, running one another over with cars, pulling hair weaves. It's other black women that do this. It's not black men. So I just find it very hypocritical that, the carpet muncher Janelle says this. She says that black women have been betrayed by black men far too long in order to enable and keep the system of patriarchy going. Stop right there. Now, brothers, I'm going to give you a little game right here, okay? I have said it numerous of times, and I will say it again. When you see these women speaking like this, It's not in the name of equality, but it's in the name of supremacy. It is when you see women talking like that, the woman is wanting control. Black people as a whole are discriminated against. Man, woman, and child. And we have imbeciles like Janelle insisting that the problem isn't really white supremacy, but black male patriarchy. This type of talk is not only divisive, it is also dangerous. We're sitting in the middle of a race war. We have race soldiers around here emboldened, choking us to death in the streets. And a lot of these white supremacists that aren't in law enforcement are being deputized by the state to take to enact racial hate and hate crimes against black folks. And we have Janelle sitting here talking about the problem isn't these racist cops, it's actually you black men. You Negroes are the problem. And that's a really, really big issue. This is not the time to be divisive. I've never seen the day where we have these hyper lesbians and pansexuals like Janelle that have so much to say about a group they claim they want no parts of. You're supposed to, right now, currently she's dating a woman. I have never understood why she is so obsessed with straight black men. I don't get it. Brothers, always keep in mind that anything that is black, male, and straight is misogynistic and a threat to feminist and carpet muncher lesbians like Janelle. All right, everybody, and that is really all I have about this situation. Janelle, it doesn't shock me. Women like Janelle Monae, they spend a good portion of their time combating and fighting black men because, in all honesty, they want access to the women that the black men have access to. That's really what this boils down to. It's just envy through and through, and it's dysfunction. Us as black people, we have to cut out all this dysfunction, all this infighting, all this bickering about nothing. This is not pushing the collective forward in any shape, way, or form. In fact, it is pushing us back and keeping us held back. Black women are not my enemy, okay? And black women, black men are not your enemy. We have to come together and work together so we can progress toward our overall goal, which is equality and peace. We cannot achieve this if we are fighting amongst each other. I mean, like I said, we're in the middle of a race war. Janelle takes to Twitter and says black patriarchy is the problem, not white supremacy. So that is all I have today. I want to thank you all for taking time out of your day to listen to Ultimate Black Man Radio. Of course, if you like this, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and just be looking for more content like this on the channel. I like to get these videos out to you guys so you can get in and out. A lot of you complain I'm kind of long-winded on my lives, and I am. I get it. I get it. But if you like videos like this, be sure to share, like, subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram at Ultimate Blackman. You can also subscribe to our Patreon, Ultimate Blackman Radio. And we also have a podcast available as well. We are now available on Google Podcast. We're available on Google Podcast and Spotify. So be sure to look out for us on those platforms. That is all I have today. God bless you guys. Ashe. And until the next time, y'all be good.